listening to the Betmaker Show. This is the Golf PGA TCP at Summerlin preview for Monday, September 30th, 2019. And now, live from Las Vegas, the host of the Betmaker Show, Brian Blessing.
One of our favorite segments of the week, we're talking golf, the Fall Golf Tour. Brian Blessing in Las Vegas, north of the border, our dear friend, the one, the only, Cam Stewart, the raging redhead. Buddy, golf is a quiet sport. There's polite golf clapping. The big sound you heard this weekend was the gurgling noise that came out of Matthew Southgate on number 17 at the Roval.
Hey, buddy, you said it, Brian, and it's so funny. Me and you, like, we talk about this like week after week, like Groundhog Day. You got Dylan Fratelli, right? Hey, Cam, I got a Friday Warrior going, and I got my guy. He's like hanging around always, like first round leader. It's just unbelievable stuff. But you're right, man. It's hard to close out a golf tournament, but like for people that didn't witness, though, this it's funny. Cam Champ's his name. Like I should be betting on the guy. He's like I'm Cameron. I'm the opposite of a champ. But anyway, this guy goes into the Safeway Open there, Brian, and what a story. I like getting a little bit emotional. Why go out and watch a Disney movie? Just turned into the PGA Tour every week. It's Waterworks. And his grandfather who taught him the game, passing away, stage 4 cancer. He's got to hit a par putt on 18, gets it done in his backyard, second win in 33. Didn't have him on my radar this week because he's a guy that came out of the gate hot, really struggled for a bit, but he's got his act back together, Brian. It was a nice story watching him with his old band there, too. It was pretty cool.
It was, and you're right. His win came on the Fall Tour last year, and then he kind of goes up and down a little bit. But that emotional story, we get that during the course of the weekend. But the thing is, he was home and cooled, Cam, and you say it's hard to win a golf tournament. He had a 5-shot lead with 4 to go, and it was a bleeding ulcer to get him home.
You're absolutely right, and nobody saw it. And that's the thing, what's happening on Sunday. All of a sudden, you look up at the leaderboard, Adam Hadwin comes out of nowhere, and that's what we talk about on the show, Brian, like betting golfers live or the day before, 5-shot lead, 6-shot lead, like you can get these guys 40 to 1, 60, 80, and it's something that we have to pay attention to because some guys have problems closing the door, and it's one of the sports where it's hard to come back from a hockey game with, down 3 or 4 goals in the third period. It can happen, but once in a blue moon. But every single week, you can have a guy coming from nowhere on the weekend to win a golf tournament.
Cam, when I was a kid growing up, I'm from Pennsylvania, but my brother moved to Buffalo when I was 11.
Buffalo.
And it was one of the coolest things. When I was a little kid, they'd drop me off, and they'd come back and get me when it was dark, and I'd stay there all day. It was called putt-putt. And they had, I don't know if they had, this was the
putt-putt for the fun of it. So bring your mother, your brother, and putt-putt a hole in one. Not right?
Exactly.
Putt-putt makes it fun.
Yeah.
For the fun of it. Yeah, they used to have tournaments.
So you never heard of it. So basically you never heard of it.
No, I've never heard of putt-putt.
Do you have them in Canada?
Oh, yeah, we have them in Canada. They used to have, like, junior tournaments and stuff. Like,
win
$100 and, like, a gift certificate for Red Lobster at the putt-putt. Yeah, don't trust me. We got them here. What, do you think I live in Big Blue, Brian?
Well, no, I know you have miniature golf. I didn't know if you actually had the putt-putt.
Yeah, it's like a corporate putt-putt. Very good.
Yeah, that was the best. It was amazing. Well, putt-putt is going to be in Vegas this week.
Amazing.
This Shriners Hospital for Children Open at TPC, which is literally, for me, about a 6-minute ride max from where I am. I've played the course countless times, played it 4 times this summer, and it's unbelievable, Cam. I think this is the most mismanaged golf tournament every year. It's a crime. They shave the rough down here, and literally this is a putting tournament, and the winning score is usually in the 24 to 27 under range, and you can shoot a cannon off at it attendance-wise, which is beyond belief. There's no parking for the event, and you can walk around with Brooks Koepka and ask him, "Do you want some of my chips?"
You're saying it's a ghost town, like there's nobody.
Well, they have a thing called The Hill, where you can see the par 5 16th over water, the par 3 17th going away, and the 18th coming back around the pond on the other side. And everybody's on the hill. So there's a couple thousand, and there's a bar on the hill. So there's like a couple thousand people there. But if you go out to from number 3 through 15, literally, the only thing you'll possibly bump into is a rabbit or a coyote
or tumbleweed.
Yeah, it's So, but the thing that's insane is it drives me nuts because it's a great track, and if they grew the rough 2 inches and they put the pin in gnarly spots, to me, make the winning score 12, 13 under. A birdie is there's nothing. No one applauds for a birdie here. It's expected.
Yeah, I don't like that either, Brian. We're old school, and that's the thing. There's some great tournaments. Like I remember when they had the Canadian Open and like Bo Van Pelt is like going for a win, like 3-4 under. It played harder than a major. I'm like, this is beautiful. I love seeing this stuff on Sunday. Like these guys are struggling out there. Our birdie's great, and that's the problem with the PGA Tour. If you and I were in charge, things would change a bit. Guys, we get it. These guys can hit the ball 1,000,000 yards. Traditional old school golf courses with tree lines and rough is where it's at. You got to go back in the hot tub time machine and figure this out. No one wants to see Joe Durant minus 36 anymore in these tournaments. It's stupid. And for golf, for guys who are purists and enthusiasts and fans of the game, you want to see a score like 8. If you're 2 under per round, you know what I mean? You won the tournament. Good on you. You did a great job. But yeah, I gotta go shoot a 8, 9 under to keep up. That's just stupid. I'm with you, and I don't understand why they wouldn't shave the rep. Why? You want to be nice to the players because they're professional golfers. I think they can figure it out.
We'll dive into it because it's on the board, and I think you got to play a grenade here. Now, Koepka's 8-1. Cantlay's a former champ, 12-1. DeChambeau, former champ, 16-1, and then after that, Finau's coming back from Europe.
Yeah.
Okay. Webb Simpson's 22-1. He rolls the rock pretty good. Matsuyama and Scott and Woodland. Okay, those are really nice players. Yeah, Woodland won the U.S. Open. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if the reason it's Vegas, for God's sake. I mean, believe me, the Get Along Gang would bring their yacht to Lake Mead and play here if it was a golf tournament. The best players in the world don't come here because it's a putting tournament. You know what I mean? It's like you can't separate the cream. Anybody can win this thing.
No, it's a thing. Yeah, Ricky Fowler in Vegas. Oh God, with the Get Along Gang there. That should be a lot of fun. But anyway, Brian, you're absolutely right. I'm looking at this tournament. I'm going, where do we start here? And it's kind of a shame because you talk about it, and that's what I hate about these tournaments. If you actually, did some things old school, like exactly what you said, like cleaned up the rough or whatever, we have a good tournament. It seems like a lazy approach to it. Oh, it's in the fall season. Let's not worry about it. But anyway, we can bet on it, and that's what we're here to do, Brian.
Well,
he screwed a T10 last week, but I love this kid. But anyway, continue. Sorry, Brian.
No, I was just going to say the only reason that they moderately show up now to say Koepka, Cantlay, DeChambeau, Matsuyama, Finau is because
they like money.
The FedEx points count towards next year. So all of if they had not changed that format, you would, as God is my witness, you would go down to Charles Howe being the 12-1 favorite.
Now he's 55. Yeah, no, see, and you know this course better than I, but I'm looking at, I don't even, like, Koepka's coming off a layoff. I don't want him at 8. Cantlay, I like, but 12, I got to pass. DeChambeau, sure, he could win, but at 16, like, I start looking, I guess, Brian, you're right. Woodland, I want no piece of. Hideki Matsuyama can't even make a cut at the Safeway Open.
Well, he can't putt, so forget him.
Yeah, we'll put the brakes on him. I don't care about his ball striking. I guess we'll start in the 30 range around Morikawa and Neiman. Guys who are pretty good. Cam Champ won at the Safeway. He's 40. Snedeker can putt. He's 40-1. Listen,
you know, if I don't bet him, he's going to win. But I will tell you, this is the kind of golf course. Fratelli, again, I'm coming right back. Listen, Cam, the kid has one so-so round a tournament. He's the leader after one. He shoots 66 in the final round. I have no idea what the hell happened to him on Saturday, but he's a new ATM machine. But he is a guy, when he gets hot, he strings birdies together as good as anybody in the last couple of years. if he can avoid the calamity, I mean, I could see Fratelli at 45-1, the way he gets hot, being a real danger here.
No, great pick by you with Fratelli too, and he was leading the tournament. He can go low. I kind of like the guys in his range too. You got Fratelli at 45. You got Chez Reavie at 45. Scotty Scheffler's okay at 45. What about Hadwin? He finished second last week, Brian. He can get hot at 50-1. I really like that range. And going just a little bit deeper, Oklahoma State product. Everyone talks about Victor Hovland. What about the Wolfman, Matthew Wolf at 60-1. Watch out for this kid. He can get real hot too. I'd like to see a 70 or 80, but I might pull the trigger at 60. Love your Fratelli pick at 45. Blessing, great call.
Let's make some money tonight.
For outstanding information and special offerings and promotions, we invite you and encourage you to sign up for our newsletter today simply by going to the website at betmaker.com. And just because it's here, and you know what?
Brian,
you know what?
UNLV.
You know what irks me is that we relish this and talk about this, and it's right down the street. I got no interest in going. I mean, it's sad, actually.
Yeah, it is. But you're a huge golf guy. You're a great golfer, fan of the sport, golf gambler. Also, it's also football and hockey season, Brian. So I got to.
It is, but I could sneak
slack. The timing doesn't work for you with the NHL opening up, and you got NFL Sundays. You're like me. You got shows and gigs. It's hard just to roll over there. Maybe on a Thursday or Friday, you could have some sun.
Yeah, I could go over Saturday. Rhonda and I go over. We go over. We get there for an hour and go. Okay, that was fun. Let's go.
Yeah, you'd rather watch at home, right? In the comfort of your
I would rather watch. Honestly, it's like we were talking yesterday, the Vikings-Bears game, and at the end,
yes.
Well, yeah, but at the end of the half, they let the clock run down. Timeout. 4 seconds to go and a half to kick a field goal. Timeout. Okay, shuttle the kicker in. Boom, do it. 4-minute commercial break. They come back, kick the field goal. Halftime. I'm like, I play Russian roulette with 5 bullets if I had to sit at one of these NFL games. And I don't know, this thing kind of is that the way to me. But because it's here, it'd be really cool to see somebody win a golf tournament in person playing a range ball. How about Sabatini?
Sorry, Brian, I don't bet on men who play yellow balls. Like,
what? They're all over the place now.
Hey, I'm all for love. I love everybody. You know me. I'm a friendly type of bear. When I go into the casino, I'm everybody's buddy. Hey, come hang with the bear. But you know what? A man who plays a yellow golf ball, I don't want to be his buddy. Sorry, Pat. I don't want Rory Sabatini anywhere.
It's the
colored balls. It's so stupid.
It's the PGA Tour. What's next? You're going to give them rangefinders and a koozie, and they're walking down the fairway drinking beer?
Hey, Sabatini, his ball smoke. Smoke balls. I get it. Like, it's just I don't know what Strixon and these guys are doing, but like, I guess you want to be different. Bubba Watson's the same way. It's just play a regular ball, turkeys. But anyway.
I don't think like a Matthew Wolf, sure. But but knowing the course, there's the number. I think it's 14. You can drive it, but other than that, being long is no great advantage here. It's a bomber has no, and because being a bomber, you can hit a million miles because there's no rough to worry about. But I think anybody can step up to the plate and win it. Putnam, I had him over in across the pond a week ago. He actually played pretty good, didn't he? Andrew Putnam's 65.
Putnam was like a top 25. Putnam's a good player. Like, people don't understand. Like, when you're looking at leaderboards, Putnam's a guy that is going to pop up there, and you always get good odds on him because people are kind of like, who's Andrew Putnam? Well, I can tell you one thing. The guy makes a lot of money on tour. And that's the thing, Brian. It is hard to pick a winner on the PGA Tour. There are so many new guys. There are so many guys in contention. We talk about spreading it out. Top 20s, top 10s. Like, you got to do that stuff. I know you want to hit the grenade and the home run, but you got to diversify. We talk about this every week, Brian. Like, it's not like the old days. Okay, Tiger, Phil, Ernie Els, easy. You know what I mean? You could basically pick about 10 to 12 guys and go, these are the guys who can win this week. And I'm thinking about, 50? Like, you know what I mean? It is crazy right now. Like, it's not like tennis. Djokovic, Federer, Nadal. Like in golf, it's like who knows? Your boy Tom Lewis, 100-1. Who knows? Denny McCarthy, 125. He's popping up on leaderboards. Nick Taylor, another good performance last week. Like, who are these guys, right? Like, the PGA Tour is so damn competitive now. It is tough to pick a winner.
Well, let me throw two at you that make sense, and the number makes it juicy. Ryan Moore is a UNLV grad.
Yeah, Moopsy.
All right, but and he's a former winner here. All right, there's that one. But the other guy who actually lives here, and
Piercy?
Well, Piercy, yeah. I don't know if Piercy's more one of those I reside there for tax purposes. I don't know.
Tax purposes. That's good.
But no, the guy that actually, and he trains. We've told the stories before. Most of his practicing is over at Southern Highlands, but Kevin Na practices at TPC a lot,
and he can get hot. That's the one thing about Na. When he goes, he can really go. He's an emotional type of guy. Calm down since he's had his kid, but you know what, Brian? He's the type of guy that can, and you said it, you're going to have to string birdies together at this place. You're looking at 25 under. Well, Kevin Na's your type of guy. He can go real low.
Well, the only thing that would make me consider it is he may need to win the tournament if he had a bad weekend at the tables and betting college football, and he could have a great Sunday. Phil the thrill at 82. Did you watch him last week? I mean, literally, the fans at the Safeway were wearing pith helmets and asbestos suits.
Honestly, Brian, like I'm horrible off the tee. I've almost like murdered and killed people numerous times on the golf course. Like marshals are like, oh, here comes Cam. It's 3 fairways over. That's the same as Phil. Like, I don't know what this guy is doing with the driver. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh, hey, Phil, your ball's in a bush. Oh, no, it's okay. This raven has found my ball and plopped it right in the middle of the fairway.
Raven.
Oh, no, I saw a rattlesnake. He gobbled it up and spit it out. Hey, what? Like, come on, Phil. Like, this guy should be actually shooting like 6 to 8 strokes worse per round, because I don't know how the hell he doesn't get away with penalty strokes. Guy hits it everywhere. No, I don't want Phil Mickelson. Actually, I'm going to fade him in golf tournaments. But you're right. If things go south at the casino, he might need to make some money.
All right. I mean, we're believe me, we're throwing a lot of spaghetti at the wall here. But
we are. But let's get serious.
I'll throw two. Let me throw 2 more grenades at you. Ridiculous grenades. This is the kind of event a Martin Laird is a guy that, he's 150-1. And anybody can win this.
What about Charlie Hoffman?
But here, Hoffman's a UNLV guy.
Yes, he is.
He is. But the other one, isn't this the time of year where he's Johnny? Come on, hunch play, babe. Johnny Vegas at 140-1.
It's a great play. The thing about Johnny Vegas too is he's one of the weirdest guys when you're betting golf. Like, how does Johnny Vegas win the Canadian Open back-to-back years? He's one of those guys, when he shows up, Brian, too.
I know.
That's the crazy thing. But no one respects him because it's like, Johnny Vegas. And then you look on the leaderboard, you go, wow, Johnny Vegas is going to win this golf tournament. No, some of these prices for these guys at 160, I'm not sure if they're going to win, but Luke List at 160, like he can, the problem is, you're right, he can't putt. But Charlie Hoffman at 150, that's interesting to me. Martin Laird, 150. Keith Mitchell, 150. Those are some crazy prices.
I mean, come on. It's low-hanging fruit. I mean, only because you can see it happening, Vegas wins Vegas, right? No, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can see the headline, and then you're saying, really? I didn't play him?
Yeah, no. It's tough. You can't play everybody, Brian, but at that price, I think he's worth a sprinkle. I like where you're going with Kevin Na, but if I'm going to give a couple picks to the people from like a mid-range, I got to go. It's kind of simple with me. I love Fratelli. So if you're going to give me 2
I'm in.
Good price, I want Morikawa at 30 because the guys, he even played like junk last week and he finished top 10. I watched that guy burn edges all weekend. He is that damn good. He brought his D game and he finished 10th. 30-1, yes. And Dylan Fratelli, great call by you last week. Maybe he can close the door at 45. Those are pretty good odds for this tournament, a 30 and a 45. And we'll throw a couple grenades out there. Kevin Na with 70, and then we'll go sprinkling with your boy Martin Laird and Johnny Vegas in Vegas.
All right, I'll tell you what. Just for again, and we threw a whole boatload of guys out, but at those numbers, you can make profit on this thing. But I'll go top pick again. I think Fratelli is just playing. He's playing so good, and he's cashing tickets every week, cashing money every week. This is the kind of thing, man. If you got to get on the birdie train, this is a guy that can do the birdie train. The problem is you can't have a 74 in this tournament. You know what I mean?
No, you can't. You probably can't have a 72, Brian, or 70. Like you got to roll 60s all damn weekend. Like, you know what I mean? Like what are you thinking? 65, 66, 60. You need low to mid 60s. Like if you're going to crush it, right? You can't have that 70, 71. Doesn't work here.
I just saw another guy.
I see you, Brian. You're like me in the grocery store.
No,
I just can't help myself.
Here are the three. Aisle 9. Right. Clean up aisle 9. Cam is in aisle 9.
Yeah, you've seen me eat wings, and I got a craving. Who do you got, Brian? Who's your bomb?
My top. No, here, but let's cut to the chase. Fratelli.
Yep.
I think Putnam is.
I love that Putnam pick.
I like the Putnam pick. I do.
6? Yes.
And I will back up the Johnny Vegas thing. All right, so I'll go Fratelli, Putnam, and Johnny Vegas. But isn't this tournament right in this kid's wheelhouse? Like if he's going to win one, he never wins, right? But this is the kind of tournament where someone wins and go, oh yeah, he was due to win one eventually. Is this
exactly? That's
Kevin
why you got to spread it. Oh yeah, Streelman. Thing about Streelman is he's one of these guys, and you love him in golf. He'll come out, and we've talked about this. Hi, I'm Kevin Streelman. I went to Duke University. Everything's great, right? And you see him, you're like, oh, Streelman, T28. Then you look on Sunday, go, wow, Streelman shot a 65 and finished third. It happens every single damn time. If he could actually hold the lead and not just show, and that's a good thing, Brian. He shows up on Sundays, right, to get a big paycheck. But instead of coming out with, a good round, a couple average rounds, and then go super low for a nice paycheck, in contention in this field, at Kevin Streelman at 90-1, that's all right.
All right. And just on the final, grenade I'll just throw out there, just because he should be breathing easy and not looking over his shoulder. Justin Harding is in Spain, so Lanto Griffin at 100-1.
Lanto! Hey, I got to tell you something. Since he's
playing good.
Hey, Lanto, are you going to give me and Brian something? Because since we mentioned your name, people didn't even know you were alive. This guy's been making money. I don't know what can Lanto feed the children? Because every week, Brian, I'm like, Lanto's made money again. Good for Lanto.
Oh, no, listen. Lanto would already, based on the last 3 weeks, he should have a condo on a beach, and he's taken the family on a cruise and all, but he can't. He spent all his winnings on buying a security team.
That's
He's what? Who's the guy walking down the fairway next to Lanto Griffin with a Glock?
You guys are such idiots. Yeah, we have. Hey, he got to hand it to Lanto. He screwed Harding's life up, but he's doing pretty well. Good on you, Lanto. Keep on making money.
Well, if only we could. Well, we're going to get you out here. We just got the good news. You're going to come out and visit. We're looking forward to that. But we love doing this. It's worth it. It's the Chuckle Hut, but more than anything, it's about making some dough. And we're going to make you some dough this year with the Golf Chat.
Let's make some money tonight.
Well, that's the Betmaker Show for now. We publish multiple times each week. We'd like to thank you for listening, and if you liked what you heard, please take a moment to leave a rating and review, or subscribe to our show feed, or share our show with a friend or two and help us grow the show. We very much appreciate it. Visit us on the web at betmaker.com, and reminder to sign up for the newsletter. Thanks to our engineer, Darren Vandermolen, and producer, Mike Gallivan. The Betmaker Show is a production of Cardinal Marketing Incorporated. Betmaker is a registered trademark. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of this content without the express written consent of Cardinal Marketing Incorporated is strictly prohibited.
The handicapping and sports odds information contained on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Please confirm the wagering regulations in your jurisdiction, as they vary from state to state, province to province, and country to country. Using this information to contravene any law or statute is prohibited. The podcast is not associated with, nor is it endorsed by any professional or collegiate league, association, or team. This podcast does not target and is not intended for an audience under the age of 18. If you think that you have a gambling addiction, stop this podcast now and please seek help.
Gambling and betting on sports is a form of entertainment and should be about having a good time. But when done excessively, it may negatively affect other areas of a person's life, such as their physical and mental health, school or work performance, finances, and or interpersonal relationships. At Betmaker.com and the Betmaker Show, we're concerned about the addiction that gambling may cause, and for this reason, we encourage everyone to practice responsible gambling. An approach to gambling that helps you ensure that it remains an enjoyable activity. Here are the main principles of responsible gambling. Don't think of gambling as a way to make money. Always gamble with money that you can afford to lose. Set limits and stick to them. Never chase losses. Don't gamble when you're depressed or upset, and create a healthy balance. Always be aware of how much time you spend gambling or thinking about gambling. And do not allow gambling to cause you to miss out on time with family and friends or time spent on other activities you enjoy. By following these guidelines, gambling can be a good time and great entertainment. If you feel at any time that your gambling is taking away from important areas of your life, is causing you stress or depression, or is leading to financial losses that are beyond your control, please reach out for help. Learn more at responsiblegambling.org.